A real martini uses gin, not vodka. I'm Brian Johnson, and in this episode of Better Cocktails at Home, we're going to be making the classic martini. And I always make mine with gin, and I think it's the way to go. Now, this is a stirred drink because all of our ingredients are clear, but the base spirit I'm using is gin. And I like this because I think it's got a lot of great flavors to it. It has a high proof, so it stands up well. I think it just works really, really nicely. And I'm going to do 2 ounces of this. And that to our mixing glass. Now I'm going to use dry vermouth, and I'm using Dolin. I'll do ½ ounce of dry vermouth. Now the further back you go in history, the more vermouth they put in their martinis and that style of drink, so kind of adjust it to your liking. That's really all that goes, the main ingredients, and then I'm going to add a dash of orange bitters. This is frequently left out of most places that make martinis these days, and they often use vodka also. But I think it adds just enough flavor to it that really, I always make it, I like it. That's all that goes into it. It's very simple. So we're going to add our ice. And we want to stir this drink because they're all clear. You want to stir it for a nice amount of time because it's getting it really cold. I think is key to a good martini. And that should do it. And then take your chilled glass. Pour it in. You shouldn't have any bubbles in it just because you stirred it. Should be clear. Now, some people do an olive. I just prefer mine with a nice, good lemon peel. I just think it's just what I prefer. You could do an olive, but I do like the lemon. And I'll drop it in. What can you say? It's a classic martini. Yeah, it's really old from 1800s. It's one of those things where you can really adjust it to your preference. So this one's a 4-to-1 martini. So I have 2 ounces of gin to ½ an ounce of dry vermouth. You do 3-to-1. I mean, you could do 6-to-1. I mean, there's a lot of flexibility here. So take a week, make a different ratio every night of the week. See what you like. And obviously depending on your gin, it's going to depend on how that plays with the dry vermouth. So play around with it, see what you like, but it's a great drink. It's classic. Stir it, you get a nice silky mouthfeel to it. It's clear. It's classic, you can't beat it. But that's how you make a martini.